Hi, hello. It is me again. Day 11 of my juicing journey. So this is a much later video because it's like almost 4 o'clock. But today we had soccer with the kids early in the morning and then went to the farmer's market. So when you go to the farmer's market, you know there's usually a lot of farmers. They got some organic fruit. And one of the best things you can do when you go there, sorry about my voice, pollen, is when you get the fruit, when you get something, come home, cook it, juice it. One things I picked up that I hadn't seen in a while is some red onion. What the? Hush. Sorry. There you go. See my watermelon. Okay. So one of the things I picked up is the red onion scallion. So I think I'm going to have some steak with that, maybe marinate it with it, toss it in salad to give it a nice fresh color. Because of the color, it's going to be a little bit different than if you put the regular. It might have a little bit more nutrients because of the color. And the next thing I bought, which I hadn't seen for a while, is garlic. So you use the garlic like you use the scallion, but it has to have a different flavor because it's garlic. So these are 2 things I got. Some celery, of course, because I drink celery. Some curly parsley. So we have a different type of parsley today. Normally we have the flat Italian leaf. Today we have the curly. We're going to see. Will they give it a different flavor? We're going to see how that works out. So one of the things I was asked about is, if you look into the description is, celery juice, how delicious is it? Well, the reason why I like it and make it and I say it's delicious is because, one, I've been juicing for quite a while. And so my taste buds are actually very much used to having a lot of green juices, green fruits, because greens, all the greens, they can have a really strong taste. Even wheatgrass, if you're not used to eating it or drinking it, your first shot is like, really? Let me get, that's why you chase it with like a lemon, a lime, an orange, something, water, because you're not used to it. And you got to understand, especially in the Western diet, we eat a lot of processed, over-salted, over-seasoned food. And our taste buds get used to that. Especially if we have a lot of sugar, our taste buds get used to the sugar. So when we eat something that, one, may not have a lot of sugar, if we eat something that is not processed, it's not going to be appetizing to us or to you. Or, for me, my taste was always kind of funny. So, and I always ate a lot of veggies, so it kind of fell into it. But for people who don't, and especially I've had people who I've worked with, and they be like, listen, And so when you're trying to get them off to a different type of eating and a new way of eating, it can be a little jarring because their taste buds have not gotten used to eating that kind of food. So one of the ways that you can help with that is to wean yourself off of certain things. Eat less. That's why it's good to eat less processed sugar. Eat less processed food. Eat more natural food. So your taste buds get acclimated and used to it. And that way, when you go really more into your plant-based lifestyle, plant-based food, if that's the way you're going, at least it starts to be more plant-based, it's not as jarring to you. I did raw food for a while, and a lot of times, and a lot of different things, they're like, oh, it's, we're going to get it, and it's going to be just like. And it's never just like. And I hate that. It's a really pet peeve of mine of things being just like. Because I'm like, nope, it's not going to be just like it. It's going to be veggies. It is. It's going to taste different, but it's going to be satisfying. And if you are on a journey of retraining your taste buds and retraining things, you're going to get a satisfying meal. If I say, you're going to have some ravioli and I give you some beets with some herb nut cheese and stuff and say, here's your ravioli, you're going to be looking at me like, what? And if you eat it, you're really going to be looking at me like, what? This is not ravioli. But in raw, it is ravioli. So, and it may not give me, like I said, it may not necessarily give me the same taste, but it will be satisfying. And that's what you want. You want to go for the satisfaction of the food that you eat. It should taste good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying if it don't taste good, don't eat it, because that is not what I'm going to. But It will taste good because now your mouth is trained to eat more raw, fresh food. So it will give you a different taste and it will be more satisfying. And that's what we're looking for. You want satisfying as well food that tastes good. And one way of doing that is to retrain your mouth. One way to retrain your mouth is to expose it to less processed, less sugary, less salt food and more food in its natural state. And then you won't have that issue. So I hope this is again, because if I make celery juice, no, I ain't adding nothing to it, except today. Today I will add some something. But most times I don't add anything to it. I just have celery juice. And for me, celery juice is really good, delicious, kind of a little sweet, even though it can be bitter. But that's where my taste buds are. Same thing with wheatgrass. I find wheatgrass can be sweet. If you get it right when it's new, I find it sweet. Some people be like, yeah, it's grass. I ain't doing it. But once you train yourself, train your taste buds and retrain it to really get out of that processed food kind of taste, you're going to see. And that doesn't mean necessarily you're going to run around and automatically like it, but you also will not, it may not be as jarring to your taste buds. So that's what. So today, if you notice, I have a very different juicer. I have my big boy, who you see that empty space behind me. This is my Breville. So Breville is this particular Breville juicer is made by the same people, even though the Breville is the company, same people who do my Mega, do the motor for this. So one of the things that this was touted as, and if you notice, it has a really big, some people on Instagram can't see it, so I'll have to take it out, has a really big container. It's supposed to be slow. And as it's being slow, we talked about before, you want something that juices slow, doesn't heat up, so that your juice and nutrients stay longer and last longer. That is the thing for this. So the reason why it has such a big container, because you are supposed to be able to make a juice in here that lasts you at least, I say 24, maybe 48 hours. That's what it touts. It might even top 72. I wouldn't stretch it that far. For me, I might give it the day and not lose so many nutrients. But that is why I have this particular tall, wide mouth juicer. So that is what this touts. And if you can see it, if you can't see it, I'll kind of switch it for the Instagram people because it's a little, there you go. You can see the dials and everything. It comes with a chart, which is on my refrigerator. So the chart helps you to know when you're using this, what setting to put what fruit or veggies in. So we're doing a lot of greens. So we're doing, celery and cucumber and a green apple and ginger. So we want it at least on fast, maybe even on boost, because like the ginger and stuff like that may need the extra boost. So we can always turn it down the boost if we want to do that. We have a whole key lime. We might want to put that in that thing to make sure it gets really good and juiced. But that's how we're doing it. So today's juice, because I didn't get to do it early in the morning, when you drink celery juice, it's really recommend to do it on empty, first thing in the morning, empty stomach. So since we don't have it first thing in the morning and we're not doing the empty stomach, we're definitely going to add some other things to it, which would mean the cucumber, the ginger, the whole key lime, some parsley. I've been loving the parsley and celery. That mixture has been doing it for me. And we're going to add some mint. And give me a second because I forgot to get the green apple. Get the soaking and cleaning. And we will add the green apple also. I can't wait till I have a production team behind me. So, I have these things. Now, good thing about having this one is you see how big this is? That's how big this is. Very wide mouth thing. All the pulp comes out the back, so I can show it to you after. The juice comes, a nice open spout juice, comes right to the side, and I don't have to cut. Really, I cut the celery out of habit, but I'm not gonna cut anything. So we're gonna turn it on. Now, this one is a lot louder than my little one. My little one, I can really talk, and I don't have to necessarily raise my voice. This one, I may have to, because it is not as quiet as the other one. So we're gonna go on to the middle, which is fast, and we are just going to start. And hopefully you can see. Alright, so this is a whole lot faster. whole lot faster to do. It is very, very loud to do, but we're getting it done in record time. This is a little temper. So be temperate to do that. See, a line, there you go. There you go. Look at that. Getting that in. So I have some celery. Probably gonna throw some. I might have already thrown them in here. Look at that. All the greens went together. Whole apple. Didn't have to cut this up. There you go. Throw the whole apple in there. Might need to boost it a little. There you go. Celery. You can smell the mint. You're gonna add our little lime in there. Oh. Okay. There you go. There you go. That made a ram run for it. Almost like a crab. I can smell the lime in here. See how that's gonna come out in the tank. Okay. Get some more parsley in there. Add some more mint leaves in there. So this is it is a mostly celery juice. So our cucumber. That was just fast and quick. There we go. That cucumber gave it a really good smell. And our ginger. I can smell the goodness, I tell you. So, now we can turn it off. So that was kind of loud, but we got the juice. So this is how much juice we got out of it. It is at maybe 10, 12, 14, maybe about 16 ounces. All that came up to right here. My whole house smells of fruit and veggies and citrus and mint. And then this I will say came out a tad bit drier in here. But also, as you can tell, it was faster and it was louder. So that was maybe a bit more powerful motor. But you got to also take into effect that I'm probably really going to need to drink this a lot quicker than I would have had to drink my other one because of that. Even though this does tout to have it's slower. I think it's really more slower than other uprights, but not necessarily as good as the manual, which is a single auger that I use with the square one. So for me, I would say I would use this when I'm in a hurry. And yeah, I'm gonna drink this really like just drink it down. It's not gonna sit. It's not gonna, do any of that. That's what I would use this for. So thank you for joining me. I hope this was, very informative, and I hope you enjoyed it. You can catch me here. I'm here on Facebook, Instagram, which is what I'm on right here. Facebook, I'm doing Facebook Live. You can catch me on Clubhouse tomorrow. I have my 9 a.m. Clubhouse product room. So if you have a product or a product, love a product, just really want to see, learn about some products, see what products we got to learn about, come into the Clubhouse room if you're on it, and you can try and get that, give us some information, or just receive some information, something you never wanted to try. We've been having really good tech conversations and product conversations that have been really helping a lot of people with things that they may have wanted to do or didn't know how to do or didn't even know existed. So there you go. You also can see, you can't see, but my website is holistic with a WHOE as in whole is tick pathways with an S.com. You can go in there and you can see what I do. You can see a little bit of my journey. You can see some of the people that I did help who enjoyed working with me and got some value out of what I do. So thank you again for joining. Hope to see you next time. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.